What's up, Aaron here on Pitbull Instagram in Lovable. I got to be on the Pet Show this past week with Dr. Katie in D.C. to talk about breed-specific legislation, puppy mills, and an anti-dog fighting campaign. And there's more details down below that I want you to check out. Make sure you do that. But I want to show you just first really quick what this discussion was, and then show you, I got an email from a person who runs a pretty prominent website that is actually anti-Pitbull that I wanted to share with you as well. But first I want to show you here. Here is this interview that we did. I actually got to appear with Stephen Baldwin of ACT Ohio, Luke Westerman, Gordon Shell, and Dr. Katie here too. We actually did a few different segments. This one is the breed-specific legislation segment, and had a great time. Lots of great discussion here. But started noticing over the weekend after this link posted over here on Dr. Katie's Facebook page something very interesting that's actually not too uncommon, unfortunately. This is her post about the interviews after they went live. Each of the posts are here. If you scroll down to the comments here, I started noticing that there are quite a few people on this post that are actually posting a lot of anti-Pitbull propaganda here. The prominent website dogbite.org is one of the people here, National Pitbull Victim Awareness.org. And if you scroll through these comments here, you will actually notice that largely these are people from these websites posting this content about negative quote-unquote facts about pit bulls, specific instances where a pit bull has bitten a human or a child. And these comments literally go on and on and on. If you want, come over to the Pet Show with Dr. Katie, her Facebook page. You can see those on this page. But this is not actually what I wanted to show you. So after I noticed that, over the weekend, on July 2nd actually, I got this email from Julie Wall. Julie Wall. Now, scrolling down, you're going to see that Julie is actually a supporter of National Pitbull Victim Awareness and dogbite.org. And this email that she sent, first off, I'm pretty sure is a canned email. This is something that I'm pretty sure she sends to every Pitbull supporter that she comes into contact with. Somehow she found my email and sent this. And I'm going to flip this back around. And I'm just going to read you a few of the comments, not really comments, this long email thread. I'm just going to read a couple of things that stand out. I'm actually going to post this full email down below in this post, though. I would love to hear what you think about what she has shared. You know, there's a lot of this in here that I've heard over the years of having Pitbull Instagram, being an advocate for pit bulls. I've heard these kind of comments before, but I'm curious to know what your thoughts are about them, and if you see any validity in what she's saying. If you don't, I'd love to hear your thoughts about that as well. You know, she throws out right off of near the beginning of the email how several weeks ago a toddler in her city was almost killed by an 8-year-old trusted pit bull. I don't know what that story is. I don't know much about that. Looks like she did post a link to an article here. I haven't looked at this yet. It says 3 grown men had to pull the pit bull off this child. And I would be curious to know more about that. Then what's also interesting is she cites from 2005 to 2016, 245 people were killed by pit bull type dogs. And then she has a link here for dogbite.org about those kind of statistics. Something that I think is interesting here that I'm just gonna throw out here that made me think of this. You know, that actually, first off, in that 11-year time frame, 245 people killed by dogs. Did you know? And I pulled this up just to see this. The stats on motor vehicle deaths, so automobile deaths. In 2015, did you know that 38,300 people were estimated to be killed in U.S. roads, on U.S. roads through motor vehicle and automobile accidents? Just in 2015 alone, over 38,000 people were estimated to be killed. Yet we don't hear a lot of outcry about, you know, needing to ban cars or ban other types of motor vehicles. And that was just in 1 year. By the way, that stat is actually up from 2014 by about 8%. But it's just interesting in this 11-year time frame. It says 245 people were killed by these pit bull type dogs. That actually works out to be very, very low. I should have done this before this video, but let's just throw it in a calculator here really quick so you can see this. I'm going to flip this around so you can see this. 245 people divided by 11 years. That's around 22 people a year were killed by pit bull type dogs each and every year. Now, that might sound like a low number. That might sound like a high number depending on how you look at it. But based on the sheer number of pit bull type dogs, remember, pit bulls are more than just the American Staffordshire Terrier or the American Pit Bull Terrier. Pit bulls in today's world represents a large gamut of dogs. Any dog that has a blocky shaped face, any dog that exhibits a certain particular number of characteristics, people label as pit bull. So there's actually millions of pit bull type dogs in just America, yet only 22 people were killed by pit bulls over the last 11 years. It's just a very interesting statistic. I want to know what you think about that. If you think that that's a high number, if you think that that's a low number, even in comparison to automobile deaths. Let's see here. What were some of the other things that stick out to me? She claims that all 290 U.S. military, I'm assuming she means bases, U.S. military bases, she doesn't have bases in there, ban pit bulls, and she cites a link there. Let's see here. What else stuck out to me? She talks about a brake stick. She puts a YouTube link in here, and then talks about how these brake sticks are used. And let's see here. What else? And then she also throws out, she kind of throws Tia Torres under the bus a little bit here from Pit Bulls and Parolees. She talks about how Tia says that it's a mistake to think the fighting gene can be easily trained or loved out of a pit bull. And then she says why she thinks it's appropriate to rehome pit bulls after saying that is beyond me. And so I just wanted to put this out here to you guys and invite your feedback on it. You know, Loveable and Pitbull Instagram exists to educate and to start positive dialogue that leads to a greater understanding of the issues, a greater understanding of the general public of what's happening out there. And then it's our hope to use this to spur more people to believe in the innate good that these dogs have, why they're lovable, the characteristics that make them lovable, and that they deserve to be seen as such and not be so misunderstood, so stereotyped, and even so mistreated by humans. And so would love to hear your thoughts on this today. I'm going to post the full email thread down below so you can check it all out. And there will be comments down below for you to leave your thoughts as well. So Aaron here, we will see you in the next video.